Welcome to our podcast,
The Literal Worst.
a podcast with me, Zane.
And me, Amy.
Join us as we talk about all of our favorite things.
And make fun of each other.
This is The Literal Worst.
I'm glad to see our podcast is in 4/4 time.
Yeah, just in case you're wondering.
Not getting
For
crazy.
those music people out there, our podcast is recorded in 4/4 time. We have metronomes the whole time.
Off screen. You're welcome. I suppose it's not on a screen. No one's going to be watching this.
Let's come see our podcast on the big screen in 3D.
3D.
Three dumb idiots.
Well, two. Oh, two.
Two.
But three.
If we have a guess.
We're the dumb. Oh, well, I was saying because we're dumb idiots.
Dumb. There we go.
So it's three
moments.
working it together.
Amy, we're recording a podcast right now.
We are.
This is actually take two because I'm an idiot and I messed up
second
something. So, yeah, this is pretty awesome. We're really excited to do this. We've been wanting to do this for a long time.
Soup's excited.
And Amy, would you like to tell the people about what our podcast is titled?
I would love to. It is titled The Literal Worst.
Yes,
with
because
Zane
we
and
are
Amy.
the literal worst.
It is a true fact.
The other names that were open and up for grabs were adjective noun.
Yeah. Oh, I
That
forgot
was
about
also
that.
up in the air. I was trying to remember. We had a couple other ones, but adjective noun
Yeah,
and a little worse.
I had a fun one about that. I suggested that as a band name to someone, and they didn't take that, but someone's comment in Read That was to take like what's it called when like you have the military spelling, like when you're trying to phone in a word to someone, like the phonetic spelling. I'm trying
like code, like alpha.
Yeah, like Alpha, Charlie, whatever that is
Okay.
called. The words for A and N were Alpha and November. I'm like, that would be actually a great band name.
Alpha November.
Yeah,
The first November.
Ooh.
Ooh, you guys could you have a really
Spooky.
sad song about like the leaves falling.
Oh, that's nice.
That could be a thing. I think you should write. We're actually copywriting that right now. So if you're listening to this,
All right, no,
sorry about
no
it. but
takesies.
We already have it. No big
ours.
deal. We already have another podcast going now called Alpha November.
It's just really sad.
Welcome to Alpha November, our new podcast. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, we wanted to make this podcast as kind of like an extension of our friendship conversations.
Just our hilarious, delightful banter.
Because we think we're absolutely hilarious.
We're
So
basically obsessed with ourselves.
this is our
We
humble
want to-
brag about our friendship for the whole internet to listen to. Well, if they choose to listen to it, because this is the literal worst, so why would they listen to it? Oh, yeah. So we're going to share some stories, some ideas and advice to our friends on the interwebs. We call them our friends because literally only our friends are going to listen to this.
Oh, wait. I'd like to make an addition to that. Anyone who listens to this will be our friend.
Oh my gosh, that's our that's like our audience name. Yeah, everyone has
Just friends? Just
Yeah,
like
'cause-
not even like, just friends. They're just our friends.
Well, like Phil DeFranco, his wife has like a family vlog channel, and she just calls her audience the kids. She's like, "Hey kids."
Oh, that's
hey friends.
adorkable.
Hey friends, and also hey mom, who's also probably listening to this at this point.
Hey friends and Zane's mom.
And my mom. Yeah, gotta love the people that support you.
Remember where you came
from. So if you want us to talk about anything, let us know. You can find us. Well, hopefully, I haven't set it up yet, but hopefully you'll be able to find us on SoundCloud, iTunes. We also have a webpage.
Yes.
It's the literalworstpodcast.wordpress.com. That's a nice short domain name.
I'm a little mad that it's not just the literal worst website.
Oh, well, watch out for an update. I might try to change that. Yeah, and then we're going to try to get on iTunes. Like I said, it should be pretty
Pop it on there.
awesome. And maybe YouTube. Depends on how much time I have spending uploading.
Yeah.
We're just do all the things. All of them
Just
things.
wherever you look, the literal worst.
But yeah, so if you want to comment on any of those things, let us know any topics, any ideas or questions you have for us. Because we are obviously just wells of wisdom.
We are so wise. We
Our
can solve
cup
all your problems.
overfloweth. Overflow it.
Overfloof is what my brain did.
Overflow.
Overfloof.
Is that the past tense of overflow?
Yes.
Our cup overflows.
Our cup overfloof.
Okay. Well, we're going to start this off right. Like all things should start off with a segment about the Queen Bee.
Beyonce.
And this segment is called What's Beyonce Doing Right Now? Insert soundbite right here because I need to figure that out at some point.
Ding!
We'll do that at some point. We'll figure out sound bites. This is obviously a segment that I'm taking lead on because I'm a Beyonce fanatic. I've been there, got the t-shirt, literally, have my Formation World Tour t-shirt.
I think you should plug your graduation cap.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. My graduation cap. So we were trying to decorate our caps for graduation. This is like 2-3 years ago now.
Oh my gosh,
Math.
3 years ago.
And Amy's like saying, "What are you doing for your thing?" And I was just like, "I don't know. I kind of want to do something basic, but like I also kind of want to do something Beyonce." And Amy's like, "Do something Beyonce." And so what I did,
if the option is Beyonce, choose Beyonce. What are you doing?
So I printed off a bunch of Beyonce quotes from the past 5 albums. At that time, we didn't have Lemonade yet. It was a dark time. And I just put those and collaged them all over my my cap. So I just had all of the Beyonce on my graduation cap. But today, I want to talk about something that happened that made me almost cry when I saw it. During the Formation World Tour a couple weeks ago, Beyonce was singing Single Ladies.
And hold on. Was it the Formation World Tour? I thought it was a different tour.
It's the Formation World Tour.
Okay, I'm sorry to insult
Excuse
you.
me?
I'm sorry.
A moment of silence for Amy, as she is going to be dead after this podcast because she offended me.
This is
my Beyonce knowledge.
This is my last
Beyonce
transmission.
Yeah, thanks. Puns.
Put that pun in the corner.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So during the Formation World Tour, Beyonce was singing Single Ladies, and one of her dancers, out of nowhere, got proposed to.
What? She wasn't a single lady.
Yeah, so she was a single lady, and then her husband popped up on that stage and then popped up the question.
What?
And was like, "Hey, girl, want to marry me?" And she was like, yes, because if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Oh, it all comes around.
And then she got to do the dance, the single ladies dance with the hand thing, with her engagement ring on.
The real life ring.
And Beyonce was behind all of it. And I was like, you go, Beyonce.
Beyonce,
yes.
the master of all things.
Seriously, though, if there's something going on, Beyonce's doing it better than you.
That's the real
So yeah, if you're ever doing something, you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder what Beyonce's doing right now. She's probably doing the same thing you are, but also doing it better than you are.
Personal headcanon about Beyonce, she's just a fourth dimensional being doing all things at once and also doing them better than you.
Yeah, definitely. And at the same time, slaying it and singing amazingly.
At the same time.
And doing all the things. I mean, like, is there anything that she hasn't done yet? Like, she has... This is turning into Zane's podcast about Beyonce.
Literal roasted Zane and Beyonce.
She has like all these albums. She's already been in a bunch of groups. She's like, I don't need no group. I'm by myself. She has she's a mom. She's a full-time mom. And then she's doing all these crazy concerts, recording albums, writing music that's amazing.
Beyonce is just living her best life.
Oh, and she has
right
a
now.
workout clothing line, her Ivy Park line.
Oh, that's right. You told me they were advertising during this.
It's real expensive. So if Beyonce doesn't have enough money, she's just getting all the money.
There you go.
And the thing is, she owns her own production company. She's producing herself, which is actually really awesome.
Oh, I actually did not know that.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Dang, this is embarrassing. I should know that. She has her own production company. Yeah, and it's pretty legit. And she writes or she pays for all of her stuff. Like she.
Can you imagine being signed by Beyonce? Just Beyonce.
No, I can't imagine. Well, I could imagine because I am signed by Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah.
Props to you.
So yeah. But speaking of musicians and awesome things, we are gonna do a little thing called the Literal Worst Things of the Week, where we're going to talk about our favorites, ironically, because get it, the little worst, or yeah.
Oh, because it's the literal worst, the name of the podcast.
What?
That we're doing
ding,
right
ding,
now.
ding!
Oh,
you won. You
yes.
said the secret word.
Just, boo, boo, boo.
So we're going to talk about some of our favorite things from the week, including like a song or item or a place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss it off to Amy first because I'm tired. Talk too much about Beyonce. Get covered.
All right. Well, I'm throwing out a shout out to Jeff Goldblum for doing apartments.
Who is that, by the way?
He's the guy in Dinosaur Jurassic Park. He's the scientist guy in Jurassic Park. He looks really old now.
Oh.
He's got like
most people look very old now.
Well, yeah, indeed, people age in a surprising twist.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. Have you seen Jurassic Park?
I saw Jurassic World.
Don't think he's in that one.
I
did
know.
not see that movie, though.
Can't say. I probably did when I was like a young kid, but I don't remember it. Oh my gosh, that's so millennial. So relatable.
Relatable.
Are we relatable? Oh
Are we relatable yet?
Okay, keep going.
Anyway, yeah. So he's the scientist guy in Jurassic Park. If I'm wrong on that, I hope that everyone just corrects me and that I am now a shame on the internet. Anyway, yeah, he did these really weird commercials for apartments.com where he like drops a piano and does all this crazy stuff. But then I'm like, wait a second. I'm looking for an apartment.
Dang.
This is for me. So
wow.
Shout out to Jeff Goldblum.
Good job, Jeff Goldblum.
Thanks,
I don't know who you are, but I want to know now. Cool. So I'm going to do my favorite thing, and then we can go back and do our favorite songs.
Cool.
My favorite thing is something that's hanging above my head currently. It's a brand new picture that I got at IKEA, and it's a gigantic...
Shout out to IKEA!
It's a gigantic, like, framed picture of Portland at night, which is, like, really pretty. And it's ironic, or not ironic, because I live in Portland. I live in downtown Portland, and it's a picture of downtown Portland. So it's like... I'm an apartment within the picture with the picture in my apartment.
You could potentially be in this picture.
Probably not. Does it say when it was taken?
I don't know. Let's.
It does not. It says who took it, but it doesn't say.
That's disappointing.
It doesn't say what year.
That reminds me. Okay, so there's this one, while you're trying to find the date for that, there's this one picture that Michael Collins took. He's the third of the 3 astronauts that went to the moon, the one that no one remembers because he didn't actually get to step on the moon.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's like paying for an Uber but not getting to actually ride in it.
It's like paying for your friend's Uber. Michael Collins paying for your friend's Uber. But no, he took this picture while he was orbiting the moon that has, it's in the shot is the moon and the Earth. And so if you look at this picture, you can realize that every single person, living or dead, except for Michael Collins, is in that picture.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's actually really awesome.
Yeah, let's just take a second for your existential crisis.
So Amy and I used to have all these conversations in high school at lunchtime where we had like these huge existential crises. And because there's this video, and I saw it yesterday too, that floats around, and it's like a video where it starts in on Earth or something, and then it goes out in size from all the planets.
Oh, and it goes into where it starts with like the girl smiling,
yeah,
and then it just zooms out,
and it zooms all the way out, and and then it shows like Earth compared to like the largest star that we know of, and it's like, oh wow, we're tiny insignificant creatures, wow. And so then Amy and I would just sit at the cafeteria lunch tables and just like look at each other and be like, we're tiny.
Just, we're nothing.
So
drink time for math class.
So throwback to all those crazy existential crises.
Throwback to existentialism.
And then the teachers be like, "You idiots, go to class. Like, shut up, go away.
Like, we are discovering something important."
Yeah, seriously, we're living our lives. Okay,
we are living.
I am living for this moment right now. So my song of the week right now makes me feel a bit basic, but I'm all about that basic life right now. It's No by Meghan Trainor. The song is No. Oh, no, sorry. It's the wrong song. I was thinking of a different song. Why did I think that?
Oh, Zane, you ruined our podcast.
No, I didn't ruin the podcast. I'm just redacting.
Redacted. Just bleep it out.
It's still a song by Meghan Trainor. It's called Me Too.
So you're still basic. That's good.
Yes, it's also still basic. It's actually like the only Meghan Trainor song I actually like.
Yikes.
Because it doesn't sound like her.
Ooh, yikes.
But the song's really, really good. And it's Me Too. And it's like, she's like going to a club or like a party or something. And she's like, gosh, if I wasn't me, I'd want to be me too. Like, that's super awesome that you guys get to experience me.
Don't you mean you'd want to be me too?
Yes. That great gap, that syncopation in the chorus.
Syncopation.
Shout out to my music majors out there. Syncopation.
Only music majors know the word syncopation.
Yeah. Hey, sassy pants. Fine, music minors. How are my music minors out there? My under 18-year-old music.
Shout out.
Who are listening to this podcast.
Shout out to the kids.
Don't listen to this. Your life is ahead of you.
Don't turn away now. Well, you heard your...
Turn back, oh man. That Godspell reference and musical theater reference. Look at that.
Oh man.
Yep. We're all doing all the things.
You're laying it on thick.
We're doing all the things. But yeah, so Me Too by Meghan Trainor. What's your favorite song of the week?
Yeah, my favorite song of the week right now is the one I heard like 20 minutes ago, because it is the version of Fergalicious in which Zayn's phone stops working and Fergie stops singing, but Zayn is still singing.
I
think that's sometimes Fergie just gives you the spirit, and then you just got to take it all the way.
Yeah, it's a good song. It really is. If I could have a B team, what's the best song of the month, or a throwback song of the month, or week, sorry, it'd be Fergalicious. It's a good, solid throwback song.
It is a good song.
And we all made fun of Fergie when she became a solo artist. We're like, Fergie, she's never got... Black Eyed Peas need to be a group and not solo peoples. Because none of the rest of them were... Well, will.i.am did a little bit of something, but Fergie, it was...
Well, I think they're all producing now, aren't they?
I don't know.
I
I don't care. Oh! But yeah... So, but the thing is, when Fergie stopped singing, I kept singing for like a solid 20 seconds, but then I just started screaming because I was so mad my phone wasn't working. My phone had disconnected from my car. I was quite peeved.
It was a sad moment.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a break really quick. It's a little earlier than I have it written down in our outline, but I'm going to do it a little bit earlier so we can take a second.
All right.
In this meantime, in the 5 seconds that it's going to be silence for you, take time to look at our website, theliteralworstpodcast.wordpress.com, or here's a bonus thing. We have a Gmail account where you can send questions to. It is called theliteralworstpodcast@gmail.com. Bonus. Insert foghorn sound here. So yeah, we'll be right back.
All right.
And we are back.
Cool, back in
back
it.
with our podcast, The Literal Worst, with Zayn and...
Oh, Amy, my name, the name that I have.
Oh, jeez. See what I have to work with? Life's hard.
Oh, wait, you've never mentioned our tagline.
Oh my gosh, yes. So our tagline is, we have The Literal Worst with Zayn and Amy, a podcast covering topics from A to Z. Oh, you get it? Because A for Amy, Z for Zayn.
You know, I just realized that it's The Literal Worst with Zayn and Amy. It's definitely Zayn and Amy. So are we discussing topics from Z to A?
As a music major, I don't take any logic classes. So I'm just going to go with that. It's a mirror. So we have Z-A-A-Z. There we go.
Oh, it's a mirror unto our listeners. Wow. Amazing. We are a mirror unto the world.
But it's an audio podcast. How could it be a mirror?
You can mirror audio in certain production programs.
Okay. Well, that's a great start to the second half of the podcast. Okay, so first thing, there's this idea that I brought up earlier
We're
this
just
summer.
going to talk about a concept today.
I really want to talk about, and I feel like it's a problem, and that I haven't done any research on at all. So if there's already contradictory information about this on the interwebs, gladly send it our way to thelittlewordspodcast@gmail.com.
Please, prove us wrong.
Please. Yes, make us feel like idiots because we're the literal worst.
Oh, bringing it around.
So the topic is about vegans and vegan products. So let me spell this out for you. You have a vegan product.
Wait, can I interrupt you for just a second?
Yes.
Because need the people at home to know how you told this to me the first time, because we were just sitting in your car, like stopped at a stop sign.
I was trying to merge into traffic.
And you just stopped in the middle of that and looked at me and just went, well, you can continue now.
So vegan products are things that do not involve animal at all. There's no animal parts or no meat, no... Like gelatin is made from animals, no gelatins, things like this.
Yeah, no milk, nothing that an animal makes or uses.
Yeah, and that's including beauty products and all these different things. But my question is, if you're making a vegan product, do vegans have to be making the product?
My initial thing was no, but I came around.
But like my idea is like, hey, so a vegan doesn't eat or use animal products, and that they are not fueled by animal products. That effort going into making a product is not based on animal products.
Right.
But myself, as a meat eater, as an animal product user, if I'm like eating some chicken before I go to work, and I go to work and I'm making animal products, I'm
at the vegan factory.
Yeah, at the vegan factory, which is obviously a problem itself if I'm working for vegans and I'm not a vegan, but that's another question. Does it make the product carnivorous? Does it
the
make
product
it not
eat
vegan?
you?
Does the product become not vegan if vegans aren't making it?
Yeah,
Thoughts?
I think you're correct, because like the energy transfer of that product begins with you eating those chicken strips.
Yeah. And I love me some chicken strips. Speaking of chicken strips, we just went to IKEA because I went and bought my lovely picture aforementioned in the podcast. And so I was like, Amy, let's go to IKEA's food area, whatever they call it. Amy's like, they make food here. I was like, yeah, don't you know like furniture stores are the best places to get food?
I still like I get the whole like Swedish marketplace as you were telling me, but
Yeah.
I'm not totally with it, I gotta say.
But it was good.
It was good. It was delicious. But
It was fantastic.
I'm not saying that it was bad. I just don't understand the concept.
And I met a very nice British woman in line for
she recommended your dessert.
Yeah, because there was this thing I was just like, oh my gosh, what is that? And she had put it on her plate. I was like, excuse me, ma'am, is that good? And she's like, yes. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I have to get this, because she was very adamant.
I trust your opinion.
Yeah, and I was just like, plus you're British, so I trust you automatically. Not a real thing, but whatever. Moving on.
It's a little bit a real thing.
But hey, if you realize none of the food we ate at IKEA was vegan because it involved animal products, tied it back in.
Coming back. I like it.
Coming back around.
Bring it back around. So
Here we go again.
Wait a second.
We don't have the rights for that song.
Wait.
Go.
Is the furniture we buy at IKEA not vegan? Because we put it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's not. It can't be.
Well, so if I was a vegan putting together furniture,
Then you'd have vegan furniture.
Well, it depends. Because, whoa, here we go. Oil.
Yes.
Dinosaurs. Animals make oil, correct? Am I right in the process of making oil?
Sort of, but I'm
Yes.
gonna let you run with it.
If they use oil to make gas and they transport products with gas, so all vegan products have to be transported. Oh my gosh, it's a whole world.
Also, additional thing,
We
can't
up these
be made with
standards.
plastic.
Yeah, it can't be packaged with plastic.
There can't be any plastic.
Yeah.
What?
So no water bottles are vegan because there's plastic.
Yeah, you right. You right.
Yeah.
Just kiss your Fiji water goodbye, vegans.
Dang. Take that, vegans.
Take that.
Your LaCroix sparkling water is out of the question.
Wait, that's in a can. I know for sure that's
Just
in a
go with
can.
it, Amy.
Okay, I'll roll with it.
really-
I'll yes and
I just
today.
really wanted to use LaCroix in this podcast.
LaCroix.
My sister got really obsessed with LaCroix recently. And she's like, what has this been such a big deal? I was like, it's not a big deal. I've never heard of it in my life. Moving on. But yeah, so vegans.
Sorry, vegans.
Have you ever met a nice vegan?
Oh, now we're just getting into stereotype territory. I'm sure they exist.
I mean, I've been to a Whole Foods and they're quite nice
You
there.
meant to Whole Foods. Oh,
They're
good.
quite nice there. I like
good.
a good Whole Foods.
I'm glad you had a
They
good
have,
Whole Foods
their
experience.
bakery is quite good.
Really?
I've been there for many a birthday cake.
Ooh.
Many good cakes there.
Sounds delish.
Yeah, delish.
Thanks for not inviting me. Super appreciating that.
No big deal. It's my mom's birthday. Our cake. Amy, want to come to my mom's? Actually, you probably would come to my mom's
I would
birthday.
totally be invited to your mom's birthday. What are you even saying?
Everything.
Way to go.
Okay, the last thing I want to talk about, and I don't know if Amy has anything else to talk about. Recently, the PSU Portland. So I go to Portland. Wait, actually, we both do now.
Oh, way to dox us, Zane.
Sorry. Amy recently transferred to PSU, which is where I go to Portland State University. If you're not familiar with that acronym,
we could have convinced them that it was Penn State, and that way, when
girl. You have no idea. So many times I have Googled like Portland State website or I've used PSU and everything pops up as Penn State. I'm like, come on, Penn State, back off.
They got in on it faster than we did.
Well, I remember you have Oregon State used to use OSU, but they went to just OS or something because of Ohio State University.
Really? No, it's like OregonState.edu, I think.
Yeah, because they just went to OS. Because it used to be OSU, and now it's just OS. Because
it's just operating system university.
Mac OS 10, check it out. Actually, speaking of not Mac OS, iOS, I recently upgraded my phone to the new operating system. It's quite nice.
Ooh, I'm just gonna roll my Android eyes.
I don't have my phone on me, but it's quite nice. I like it a lot. It's a lot more like notifications based.
Ooh.
The home screen's different. There's lots of new little things going on. And new emojis.
I've heard people hate the new emojis. What's your opinion?
There's new emojis, and then they also changed the design of the emojis a little bit.
Yeah.
I am a fan, though, of how in iMessage, when you're texting people, if you just send back an emoji, the emoji is bigger.
Oh, like on Facebook Messenger, where it just sends the doodad, the guy.
But I'm going to have a rant real quick about Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay.
The emojis, they changed them. They're completely different. The flamenco dancer lady, which is my number one used emoji, she's doing a different like dance move. Because like in the one on the iOS, she's doing like this like arms up in the air thing.
Yeah.
And then when I type it into the Facebook Messenger, it changes it, and she's like holding her skirt and doing like this thing. I'm like, that's not the emotion I'm trying to send right now.
See, on Android, it's not even a girl.
What?
I've sent you screen caps.
No.
It was a whole thing.
Show me right now.
Oh, well, my phone's off because we're recording a podcast. Zane.
My phone's like a ticking time bomb. It's somewhere. It's not on silent. It's somewhere in my room. I don't know where it is.
Ruin everything. No, but like the flamenco dancer emoji on Android looks like Elton John. He's like wearing a cool yellow suit. It's great.
I need that.
I mean, yeah,
That's me.
like I'm really sad that Apple users don't have that in their lives.
I'm also sad that Android users aren't Apple users. So.
Oh.
I just realized this is a little funny banter thing we could have now, because I am a full Mac ecosystem person and Amy is a full basic PC person.
I guess I actually don't care.
That's the problem.
Just striking down your ideas.
If you don't think it's a competition, you're already losing.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna drop that right there.
Just gonna let that simmer.
Let me pick up that name I just dropped.
Steve Jobs.
But back to what I was saying about Portland State University, their financial aid department made a big mistake with student refunds.
Oh dear.
So before they refund your account, they send you an email saying, "Hi, we're giving you back some money, and it's going to be this much, and this is when you're going to get it." And the email system that they are using had some algorithm mistake. And it was sending out extremely large quantities of money to these people. And most of my friends had emails with $16 million refunds. And so people are posting on Facebook. They're just like, wow, I'm just glad PSU is giving me the recognition I finally deserve. And none of these deposits were real. They were just kind of
that's disappointing.
It was just the emails from these deposits. But yeah.
Can you imagine what a fiasco that would have been?
Yeah, PSU would just stop operating.
It is not.
They'd be like, and we're done. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
They'd be like, can we have it back? And people would be like, no, sorry, I spent all of it. No,
it's like, oh, I'm in Aruba.
Sorry, I spent all of it on my student loans.
Ooh.
What is this? I'm not gonna talk about that, but
ouch.
Yeah, So that was absolutely hilarious. And I've seen like tons of people. I've seen from like 4,000. I've seen 12,000. I saw 17,000. They're all just different numbers that the algorithm on the email just.
I wonder, because you'd think that it would just take the amount and say, "Here you go. This is your money."
Well, I think it had to do something with the system messing up too, because the deposits never went through. People were saying that they never got money, so they don't know if that means if it they don't know which system went wrong.
Watch some IT guy just spilled his drink and ruined everything.
Some freshman IT person just got some Starbucks. Just like, oh, let me sit down some of these emails. Knocks it over. Jeffrey!
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 Can we blame all our technical difficulties through this entire podcast on Jeffrey? Because I think now we have to.
Yeah, so don't blame me. Blame Jeffrey.
Dang it, Jeffrey.
So whenever I post anything on our website, I'll just say, from Jeffrey. Oh. We can act like we have an intern.
Oh, I like it.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally cutting this part of the podcast so people think we have an intern.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You're probably laughing because I'm not going to actually cut this out because I don't care enough to go and cut it out. But yeah, inside joke right there.
Watch, we'll have like 1 million podcasts and people will be like, who's Jeffrey? And you'll have to go to the very first one to find out who Jeffrey is.
Hashtag exclusive.
Hashtag exclusive.
Speaking of hashtags, for all 2 of you that are listening to this right now.
Nice segue.
Yeah, good job. If you want to, let's create a hashtag for our first episode. How about
thanks Jeff Goldblum / Beyonce's doing it better?
Hashtag Jeffrey's doing better. Jeffrey's better than you.
Jeffrey's, I like it.
Yeah, Jeffrey's better than you. Or Jeffrey is worth more than you. Let's go with Jeffrey is better than you. Hashtag Jeffrey is better than you.
I like it.
Yeah, you can tweet at us. My Twitter is at Mr. Zane Morris. Pretty basic. Amy, do you know yours?
I did not remember mine before we started recording.
Check out my Twitter account too.
Check out Zane's Twitter twice.
And I'll post Amy's Twitter information on there too.
Great.
Yeah. Hashtag Jeffrey is better than you.
Yeah, he is.
And you'll know what that means because you listen to this lovely podcast.
You'll know. We wish Jeffrey's blessings upon you. Let him give you money.
We'll sing a Gaelic blessing from Church of Jeffrey. There's a beautiful song called I think it's called a Gaelic blessing. It's by John Rutter, who's a British composer. It's a beautiful benediction. No, it's a Clare benediction. That's what that's called. I've seen a different Clare benediction by John Rutter.
Alrighty.
Yeah, check it out. It's good music. Yeah. So that's our first episode.
Yeah, we did it.
We're a podcast.
We recorded a podcast.
We just had a podcast. Yeah.
Podcast. Can we just
if we say it enough, will that fill out time?
I think so. Or we could like fade out by just saying podcast away from the mic. Just podcast.
Yeah. So check us out. Email us at thelittleworstpodcast@gmail.com. Check us out on the littleworstpodcast.wordpress.com and subscribe on iTunes.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.